Hi Cancer, Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. Welcome to Tarot Videoscope for May 2020 by LightWorker. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please remember to turn on the notification bell. This way you are going to be notified every time that I upload videos and every time that I go live. And yes, do listen for the video for your rising sign and moon sign because it will give you additional information. If you like to know more, I have already done a whole new reading for your sign. It is an Akashic reading and it is available for download and purchase. For those of you who are interested, please click on the link down here below and that's going to take you to the Vimeo videos. Or you may choose to join the membership program. Click on the join button right here next to the subscribe, or click on the link to join down here below in the show more description box. The membership program is going to give you a whole new reading, a second new reading with which is going to be twice as long with additional information. And of course the membership program has a different tiers with different perks. If you like to book your very own private consultation with me, please visit my website www.lightworker.com and email me at lightworker@gmail.com. With that being said, please now, Cancer, allow me to focus on this reading. The general feeling that I am picking up for your sign, for Cancer, has to deal with a sudden breakthrough, truth being revealed, looking and re-examining into what can you change now so that you can have better results. You could be receiving news or information that is going to be of the most importance. There's going to be a need for you to kind of also stay with your thoughts, meditate. There's going to be a time of a reflection. So it basically is going to feel like you need, in order for you to feel reborn again, you have to allow to integrate everything that has been happening, and it is about you figuring out when is the right time for you to start acting on something that seems important to you at this moment. Now I'm going to break this down one by one. The first card that did show up for you is the Ace of Swords. I will tell you the meaning of the card first, and then I will listen to what my spiritual team has to say about this. Ace of Swords to me, it means a breakthrough. Sometimes it also means a new challenge, but it also means you starting to work toward this new challenge. New awareness, truth being revealed, victory. So now allow me to listen to what my spiritual team has to say about this. For some of you, somebody will just show up to give you a hand. They could be showing up with the right advice at the right time. They may be showing up with the right offer for some of you. Something will be in the offerings. In other words, something being offered, and it's going to be the perfect timing for that. You could be having some sort of a breakthrough in a circumstance that has been going on for months or for years. For some of you, it's going to be about getting some messages or some sort of a healing that is going to happen in your sleep, even getting messages from your loved ones in your sleep, a lot of psychological traumas that you have endured. Now it feels like you're going to have some sort of a breakthrough with that. You're going to come to big aha moments, self-realizations, coming up with ideas, coming up with solutions that are going to keep on giving you for a long time. Anything that will be created, developed now, it will work out, and at the same time there's a lot of emphasis that everything being created now, it's going to be long lasting. You are going to put a lot of emphasis on finding things that are more substantial, and you're going to be looking at the anything that could be long lasting. You are not going to be looking into getting a band-aid so that for the moment you can fix it. You could be getting at this time news coming to you about a job interview, You could be reconnecting with people, or simply feeling more reconnected and feeling more bonded with people that are important to you. You could be dealing with a job offer, an offer to buy or sell a property. You may be dealing with information coming to you from the state, the government officials, a boss, a CEO. For some of you, it could be like they're literally talking about your crowning moment. Whatever this means for you, your crowning moment, some sort of a success that you are bound to have in May, that is going to be a personal success for you. Could be work related, could also be news about a child, an engagement, or in regards to a contract and money. That's what they're talking about. They want me to emphasize that for some of you, this is going to be your crowning moment. The next card that you have is the Judgment card. To me, it means, when you get this card, it means, what's the proclamation? What do we think about this? How do we feel about this? When you get this card, it means that you have been doing the same thing or the same way. That's why you keep getting the same results. So now you need to look over at what can you do differently, okay, in a different way, in a new way, so that you can get the desired results. It's not telling you to stop, it's just telling you to change your ways. It also means getting news or information that could be useful to you at this time, help, personal relationships, a new business venture. It symbolizes partnerships. And when you get this card, generally it means that your condition is going to improve, but it will also bring you change in habits or purpose. You're going to be contemplating between choices. For some of you, it is about you internally dwelling over choices, dwelling over what is being presented to you. Somebody will be calling for a meeting. This could be a boss, this could be a co-worker, this could be a family member, this could be a friend, this could be a meeting with groups that maybe you belong to. Some of you could be called in a workshop, a webinar, a seminar. And I also have a sense that right now you're going to feel like it's time for me now to select who I get my information from, who I get my news from. You're going to be thinking about what sources are trustworthy, whether it is about a gossip, whether it is about information of that is much more important. You could be going through groups, organizations that you belong to, online groups that maybe you belong to, subscriptions that you may have, and you're going to, or even going through friends that you have, and you're going to be more selective about who you listen to, who you get advice from, who you confide into, who you follow, or even who you follow on online. You could be hearing at this time some news. I don't know why they wanted to specify Switzerland. I don't know what that means. It is about some communication back and forth with Switzerland, plans, family that could be located in Switzerland. So that seems to be highlighted. But they are also talking about the north, up in the mountains. There's going to be maybe something that is going to show up to be rearranged again, to be reconsidered again. Certain plans are not going to go exactly as predicted, exactly as planned, and you need to be very flexible, particularly when you get this news or information, because that's going to have the tendency to kind of shift these plans. And it could also be about plans around travel arrangements. They're talking about some of you going camping. I don't know when or how this is going to be possible, but it feels that between now, May, June, July, August, and September, it feels like the energies are not going to be stable. You have to allow for flexibility in your plans, because how they're going to happen in a different way. They're not saying that they're not going to happen. They're going to happen in the most sudden and surprising ways. Solutions, opportunities being presented to you. But for right now, you need to be aware of how you may be reacting emotionally to something that is being said to you, something that a family member, a spouse, a child, or somebody else is doing or saying. People who seem to be harsh in their judgment or criticism toward you. So it feels like the boat may still be rocky emotionally, okay, because you may still be going through ups and downs emotionally. You may be hearing from courts, legal matters, or about a legal matter from the courts and the justice system as well. The next card is and before I move on to the next card, I also heard that for some of you it could be about a possible move or even a relocation to a different city, a different state, or a different country. The next card that you have is the Queen of Cups. If the Queen of Cups represents a person, usually it represents a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. This could be the Sun sign, the rising sign, or the Moon sign. So this could be you, Cancer. And because this is a general reading, please don't pay attention to the gender. The Queen of Cups could represent a woman or a man. To me, it also represents a woman who seems to be mystical, has intuition, has a spiritual and creative side, appears to be quiet and isolated in her place, could also be manipulative. So that's the meaning of the card. Okay, so allow me to hear my spiritual team, what they have to tell you about this card. You are going to be looking at anywhere where you feel that you need change, anywhere when you feel that some improvement needs to happen. For some of you, it's going to be about whether you look at the cup half full or half empty. If there is a circumstance that you had enough about it, you're going to be thinking about how to put an end or stop to it, or to get out of a circumstance, get out of a marriage if that is the case. For other ones, this is talking about inner emotions, deep reflections, analyzing your life, analyzing your love matters, analyzing a marriage if you are in a marriage. But it also talks about creativity, feeling creative. Your creative juices are going to be running like never before, and there's going to be some sort of a transgression. I don't know what that means and how that's going to apply to each and every one of you, because this is a general reading. But allow time, some sort of emotional process from the past. It feels like some sort of a transgression needs to happen, because you need to have that reawakened sense of who you are, a reawakened sense of your purpose, a reawakened sense of sexual energies. For many of you, they're also talking about sexual healing. Could be about fertility issues and a pregnancy that may be taking place at this time. For some of you, they're talking that after some sort of a period of separation, now you're going to be reunited with a loved one. But they're also talking about many of you going for a walk, for a stroll. You're going to be sitting next to a body of water. Could be a water fountain, could be a waterfall, could be a lake. And it feels like You could be trying to work outdoors. For those of you who do a lot of work on your computer, you could be starting to paint. You could be, it feels like the more you're going to connect to the outdoors, the more your mind is going to feel more relaxed, and thus it's going to, and thus your mind is going to give you the solutions that you need. But it is also talking about anything that you need to complete, finish, go over, anything that you need to fix any errors, anything that may show up for repairing. It feels like a second wave of what maybe happened in March. What seemed to be important at the beginning of May may not look as important at the end of May. What seemed to be overwhelming at the beginning may not seem so overwhelming at the end. It is about you trying to adjust to new energies. For some of you, there's a lot of emphasis on what you put in your body. You may be doing a detox, you may be doing a juice cleanse, you may be putting yourself onto some sort of a special diet. You could be into meditation, and maybe you never meditated before. You may be going in into religion and praying, and maybe you never did that before, but it feels like some sort of an improvement. You're going to feel like you are called to do something. You're going to have signs about it. The next card that you have is from a different deck, and it says not the right time. So that could mean a lot of things. I'm going to tell you the meaning of the card first, and then I will tune in to hear what my spiritual team has to tell you about this, Cancer. When you get these cards, it means that they're not telling you no. They may telling you that some things needs to happen now, and maybe you are not prepared for it, and other things are going to happen later. Everything is going to happen at a divine timing. But if you planned on something to happen in May and it didn't happen, okay, don't despair. It's only meant to happen later, and how that's going to happen later, or when it's going to happen, is going to surprise you. Right now, you may need to have more information. That's why you cannot act just yet, because in order for you to make a better plan or to make a better decision, you need to have more information. You need to have more information. You may need to talk to a family member to clarify or go over a situation, or even to consult with them. Patience is required from all of you. And I know that this seems to be a repeating message for a lot of zodiac signs, but again, you have to show a lot of patience. If you get aggravated, if there's a fight, that could backfire. You are going to be given a sign that is meaningful to you personally. Everybody has things that mean, or symbols that have a particular meaning to you personally. And you are going to be given a sign when something is about to happen. Pay attention to any premonitions that you may have. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your gut feeling. And you have to trust. If your gut feeling is telling you to proceed with something, go ahead. If your gut feeling is telling you to take your time and not yet, you have to trust that. But certain plans or some energies are still in the making. In May, you may want to take your time to prepare for something to happen rather than immediately start to take action. So make sure that you have the numbers, figures, the facts, information, people, help that you have considered and reconsidered everything. Your angels are going to give you a sign. I hope that this is making sense to you, and if you do want to know more, you can always go to the Vimeo videos for download and purchase. The link is down here below. If you choose to join the membership program, that's going to give you a second additional new reading, which is twice as long. You can click on the join button right here, or If you scroll down, you can see the link to join the membership program. If you do like to get a private consultation, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. And please do listen for the video for your rising sign and moon sign, because you are going to get additional information. Thank you so very much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Remember that I'm always going to be here. Again, email me for a reading if you like to get a reading, and I will reconnect with you again in the next video. Bye.